Oh, it was a great day for baseball. Made the trip down from coaching my game earlier, and it was good to see the boys put the bat on the ball and drive some balls out of the park today.
Hodges hammers one. This one's high in the air, deep to left field, and it is gone. Salazzo hammers one. This one's high in the air, deep to center field. J.D. Williams back, and that one is gone. Maple Leafs had a big 3 or 6 run third inning, as this might be one right here. High and deep, and it is way out of here. See you later, Justin Mara. It's 9-7.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Leafs Weekly, and we come to you this week with the Toronto Maple Leafs facing a little bit of adversity here on this episode, and the Maple Leafs coming into Sunday afternoon on a 2-game losing streak. The first one against Hamilton on Friday, a 14-5 loss, and then against Welland in Welland, both of these road games, a 16-8 loss. So the Toronto Maple Leafs trying to get back to their winning ways, and even though they had lost 2 games in a row, on Sunday, with a Hamilton Cardinals loss, they would have the opportunity to take home second place and stay right up there in the standings with many teams chasing them down. But the Maple Leafs a chance to be in second place with a Hamilton loss. And this was something they wanted to do, and they really wanted to break this losing streak, but they had to do it playing 3 games in 3 days. And we know that's always tough in the Inter-County Baseball League. And the question I have for you, Ryan Burnside, is what do the Toronto Maple Leafs need to change to get back to their winning ways?
Honestly, not much. I feel like the last couple of games, as much as you want to talk about luck or just things not going our way, we're finding the barrel right now, and it's not falling right now, and some things are just not going our way. But I feel like this is just a tale of we got beat by 2 really good teams, and I don't think we have to change much to get back to where we were. I mean, yesterday we put up 8 runs on a good Welland team. They outscored us, and I don't think we need to change much to get back there. The bats are pretty hot. We're just hitting into some tough luck right now.
2-2 the count now to Castaldo. And he hits one in the air. This one's high and deep to left. That's going to be enough to score the runner. Justin Mara will tag and sprint home. So here's John Salazzo, nobody on. Salazzo hammers one. This one's high in the air, deep to center field. J.D. Williams back, and that one is gone.
Opio can shut it down.
Lined into the outfield, and that one's going to get down. It falls in front of Greg Carrington. Saceto's going to come in to score, and the Guelph Royals retake the lead. It's 3-2.
As we bring in Zack Benoit here, color commentator for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and this game against the Guelph Royals, Zach, seemed like a big one for the Maple Leafs. They'd lost their last 2 games. It's never easy in the Inter-County Baseball League when you're playing 3 games in 3 days, because we know that pitching is always at a premium. But this is a big win for Toronto.
Oh, huge. And I think the thing that really stood out to me, pre-game and then discussing on the broadcast with you, is just how confident these players were, even though they had 2 big blowout losses to Hamilton and to Welland. Like, these guys came in so confident the whole time, and it showed why they were confident, because they had a lot of trust.
Yeah, and a Guelph Royals team that was right down with the Brantford Red Sox, and they were an easy win for almost every team all season, but then the Royals coming in on a win streak, and of course that's when the Toronto Maple Leafs had to play them. So that they had their hands full, no doubt about it.
Hodges hammers one. This one's high in the air, deep to left field, and it is gone. Welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs, Jesse Hodges. He hits his first home run of the year.
It's your first home run in the IBL, and as a Maple Leaf, how did that feel?
I'd say 20 ABs too late. I'm just playing. It was good. I got the pitch that I wanted with 2 strikes. I was looking for something down, and I capitalized.
Tell me about your role here with the Toronto Maple Leafs. I talked to Jeff Lounsbury, and he was really excited to have you over with the team, and he said that it might just take a couple of games before the bug bites you. That's how he described it. Has the bug bit you yet here with the Maple Leafs?
Of course, yeah. That was my thing, right? I was like, I know if I step back on the field, I know how I am. I'm going to be all in. And, with coaching and everything you got to do in life, I knew once I got back on this field, I'd be all in, and I'm definitely all in with the Leafs.
That was great to see, and you'd have to think there's going to be more coming from Jesse Hodges, because we talked to Jeff Lounsbury about the bug biting Jesse Hodges, and it seemed like, and especially talking to him after the game, that the bug may have bit him at this point.
Oh, for sure. And Hodges at the plate yesterday, he really just had a lot of good game plans, and he knew what the pitcher was going to throw him. Obviously, it helps when a guy like Kyle Thomas was throwing so many strikes, so you kind of knew what was going to be coming. You just, sit something over the plate. But Hodges, when he got that home run, it just sailed over that left field wall. There was no doubt about it, and we all know the power's in there. It was just more or less, when was it going to come out?
Yeah, the Leafs offense has also been rolling, and that's been kind of key because the pitching over in this 3-game stretch here for the Maple Leafs has been kind of okay. But I mean, this offense for the Maple Leafs, I mean, does it look like the best offense in the IBL right now?
When they're all clicking, it quite possibly could be the best offense in the IBL. We saw it top to bottom, and they were just all hitting. And you look at the leadoff guy, Jose Vinicio. He's a guy that's usually sparking the offense, and he didn't get his first hit till about like the 6th, 7th inning. So it kind of just shows how good and deep this team is with talent and power. Really, everyone was hitting the ball hard yesterday. There was balls clanging off at all fields of the wall, and it was just impressive to see.
Yeah, and one of the guys who cleared the wall was John Salazzo, majestic home run in the first inning. How good has John Salazzo been this season?
It's been a treat to watch Salazzo play, and it's so awesome because we even discussed it a little bit together. It's just he plays into the little conductor role that he's created for himself, and it's awesome. The celebration when he rounds second base, the arm going up and down, you gotta love it.
Yeah, quite literally the conductor of the offense, too. The conductor of the bullpen lately might be Wiljanis Alvarado. Just tell me that what you've seen from him and what's impressed you the most coming out in that closer role for the Maple Leafs, just in terms of his pitches.
It's just the pitch command, and we kind of saw it in his first outing that he didn't really have full command of both of his pitches. But as the season's gone on, as he's gotten more comfortable with the team, in this role that he has now in the bullpen, he's just looked a lot better at commanding his plus slider and his plus fastball. His fastball might only touch around the low to mid 90s, but when you mix in that slider, that fastball looks about 99 coming in on hitters. And then you have that slider, and I mean, probably one of the most filthy sliders I've ever seen. It's just he's so good at the back end of that bullpen, and really he's kind of taken the time to understand, like, I need to prepare better for these appearances, and he just looks a lot stronger in general as the season's continuing.
Get out of this inning.
I was gonna say, good luck right there by the Leafs.
Hit in the air. Jesse Hodges makes the catch. Long throw to the plate. It's on the money, and they got him. What a throw by Jesse Hodges. And he rolls the double play.
Well, the defensive side of the ball for the Maple Leafs has been good as well. We just saw Jesse Hodges there throw a guy out from the outfield. I mean, Jesse Hodges is a third baseman. We know he has a great arm. He doesn't necessarily play left field, but he is now. But man, that was an impressive play, and there was a lot of impressive defensive plays in this game.
So many, and it went on both sides of the ball too. Like, you got to give a quick shout out to the Guelph Royals third baseman Corey Morrow for that diving stab he had, because that was a sensational play. But you look at Hodges, and he's always talked about, and we always brought up on the broadcast, he wants to pitch. That throw from left field shows he has a really good arm. So I wouldn't mind seeing him get a couple more innings.
All right, Zach, appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you on the park on Wednesday.
Of course.
2-2 now from Wiljanis Alvarado. Slider, strike 3 called. Wiljanis Alvarado gets another strikeout and saves the game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They win 14-10.
So the Maple Leafs do break the 2-game losing streak. They win 14-10. Wiljanis Alvarado gets a big 6-out save, and he is going to be a massive part of this Toronto Maple Leafs bullpen. You can almost guarantee it here down the stretch. And since that rough outing that Wiljanis Alvarado had, he has not walked a batter since that first day. So unbelievable what he's been able to do and the turnaround that he's had from Wiljanis Alvarado. And that slider is absolutely filthy paired with that hard fastball. Now, we talked to Jesse Hodges. We know he has a fantastic arm with that throw we saw from the outfield from left field. He has pitched a little bit, and I know you're wondering about how this pitching transition is going for Jesse Hodges. So let's look at the three main things that I got to talk to Jesse Hodges about. Can he bring it? Does he throw hard? And does he have a decent curveball? Jesse?
I always told myself if I couldn't make it as a hitter, I'd pitch. And I always knew I could pitch a little bit, so I'm just going to get on the mound and bring it. I throw hard and got a decent curveball, so let's see what happens.
Beauty. Thank you, Jesse. And the next games for the Toronto Maple Leafs go as follows. The Barrie Baycats, that's on Wednesday. Quick turnaround from that Sunday game as the Maple Leafs get the Wednesday night game at Christie Pitts. The Barrie Baycats, a near 500 team, and then another 500 team in the London Majors. That one's at Labatt Park, and then back home to Christie Pitts on Sunday the 18th against the Brantford Red Sox, who have been struggling this season. So this is an opportunity for the Toronto Maple Leafs to try and win maybe 2 or maybe 3 of these next 3 games. That for sure will be their goal, no doubt about it, especially coming off the 2-game losing streak and just recently breaking that. So that's the upcoming schedule for the Toronto Maple Leafs. You can watch all those games on YouTube, or you can come to the game at Christie Pitts. You can come to that Wednesday night game starting at 7:30 or against Brantford at 2 o'clock on Sunday. I appreciate everyone tuning in for this edition of Leafs Weekly.